Mm. Good morning, students. So, in the computer cryptography and network security lecture series, we are going to discuss about the topic from the unit 1, that is OSI Security Architecture. I'll introduce myself. I'm Logesswari from RMDEC College, working as an assistant professor in CSE department. Let's move on to the session. So, we already know about the OSI. What is the OSI model in the networks, right? So it gives us an idea how to create a network, how to form a network. It gives us the rules and regulations to build a network. Likewise, if I want to build a security architecture, I should adhere with the OSI, that is Open System for Interconnection Architecture. So before that, I should concentrate on three things. One is the attack and mechanism and the services. Attack is the one which with an action which compromises the security of information owned by an organization. Mechanism, security mechanism, which tries to protect. This mechanism it tries to protect and detect and recover from the security attack. Services, a processing or communication service that enhances the security of the data processing system and the information transfers in the organization. So basically we have two different types of attacks. One is the passive, second one is the active. In case of a passive attack, release of the message contents and the traffic analysis are there. Active, we have masquerade, replay, modification of messages and denial of service. So what is meant by passive and what is meant by active? Passive attack is the one which is not known to the user itself, but active attack it will be known to the user. So first one is the release of the message contents. So in this release of the message contents, the particular hacker is eavesdropping the message. It's not known to the receiver itself, Alice. And then traffic analysis, here that hacker tries to find out the pattern, that is from where it is coming. So, okay, so what is the pattern of the password, like that it will tries to find out. Masquerade is someone is pretending to be a user, legitimate user, and tries to talk with the your sender. So tries to talk with the receiver or the sender. That is the masquerade. And then replay the whatever the message that we have received, we will be getting the same message from the another person, but we will thought like we will thought that it is coming from the same person, but it is not like that. We will be getting the same message, but that message has been sent by some other person. Modification of message is that, so the hacker tries to hack that message and tries to modify the contents in the message and send it to the receiver. Denial of service, which will make the server unavailable. We can't, the hacker sending, which will send more number of requests to that server, so that a server can't able to access others request, so it makes a server unavailable. That is a denial of service. So in security services, we have authentication, access control, data confidentiality, integrity, non-reputation. So authentication, here itself we have peer entity authentication is there and data origin authentication is there. In peer entity authentication, so peer to peer, like both sender and the receiver, they have to find out whether they are a legitimate person or not. Data origin means from where it is coming, whether it is coming from the right person. Access control means who can access the network. Data confidentiality. One sec. So we discussed up to authentication and access control. Next one is the data confidentiality. So like how we can do that authenticated message, whether it is coming from original person or not. So we can confidential the data, connection, connectionless, selective field and traffic flow. So in case of data integrity, we want to know that the data which was sent by the sender is which is not altered or modified by somebody else. So it should be same how they have sent. So and then here also we have same thing. Non-reputation is that the origin should not deny. So the origin should not deny that message whether it's not coming, it's not sent by them. Likewise, destination should not deny that message. So that is said to be that a non-reputation. Authentication, we have the assurance that communicating entity that one it claims to be. We have authorized one authentication is that authentication we have to prove ourselves we are the right person using the system. So here we have peer entity authentication, data entity authentication, used in the association with the logical connection to provide confidence in the identity. Data origin is that is in a connectionless transfer provides assurance that source received the data is claimed. So again, authorization O2. So granting access, who can access the resource, who can access the services, that is said to be authorization. O2 is an industry standard protocol for authorization. It provides a mechanism for the users to grant a web and desktop applications and access to private informations. Next one is confidentiality. So we have different types of confidentiality like connectionless, selective field, traffic flow. Connection means the production of all user data in on a connection. There should be production. Here connectionless is a single data block. Selective field means only selective fields with the user data connection has to be secret, like password field or the OTP number or the account number, whatever it is. Traffic flow confidentiality, the production of the information that might be derived from the observation of the traffic flows. Access control, like who can access the mechanism, the prevention of unauthorized use of a resource. Data integrity is that the assurance that the data received are exactly or sent by the authorized entity. There should not be no modification. Here also we have same thing. Connection is there, connectionless is there, selective field is there, connectionless integrity is there, and selective field connectionless integrity is there. Non-repetition provides a protection against denial by one of the entities involved in the communication of having participated in all or parts of the connection. So here also we have two types: non-repetition of origin, non-repetition of destination, like proof that message was sent by the specific party, proof that message was received by the specified party. So here all we have security mechanisms like encipherment, digital signature, access control, authentication, traffic padding, routing control, so notarization, pervasive mechanisms. It is applicable to all like trusted functionality, security label, event detection, audit trawl, and security recovery. Attacks versus services and mechanisms. It is just a go through. You can go through it. Just a simple classification they have given here. Okay, so thank you, students.